Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in this week to this Georgia Clay. So in this week's vlog, we are continuing our basement series. Some of you guys might have caught the color glimpse of last week's vlog. We tried to leave you guys a little Easter egg, but we decided to go with Iron Ore by Sherwin-Williams. It's more of a dark, moody charcoal color. It does come off darker on camera than what it is in person, but it still provides all of the vibes. So in this week's vlog, we are partnering with a company called AWOL Vision, and it's really setting the tone for Matt's media space. I know in our last home, he really wanted a media space, like a true movie room, and we just didn't have the time or the space to dedicate for that. Or let me back up. We had the space, I just didn't have the mindset to let him have a full media room. So this house, we are definitely giving him all the vibes that he wants in our basement. So let's go ahead and get into this week's vlog. Ever get the feeling that you need to paint at midnight? Well, that was me. So this color is called Iron Ore by Sherwin-Williams. We did go with a matte finish, similar to what we did in our last basement. Just in that last basement, we did a true black color, which was called Broadway by Bear. And just giving you some vibes of what our last basement looked like, just for any of you guys that are new to this Georgia Clay. So my husband built that cabinet. We partnered with a company for a fireplace, and then we also put up some slats. So we're trying to go with the same kind of vibes in this basement because I really miss that particular area. But in this one, I love having this like foyer that comes into the main media area, so we can really like make it fun. So that way any guests and family can really, set the tone of this is our movie area and we're ready to have some fun and just chill and relax. So as you can see, there wasn't like a particular method that we used when we were painting. We just kind of went from whatever wall to whatever wall and painted. It just kept us just feeling like the more paint we put on the wall, then it's almost done. Teamwork really does make the dream work. So all in all, it took us about, I would say maybe 4 days or so to paint the basement. We would do it in between working, in between lunch breaks. We would come downstairs and paint. Of course, Matt's office is already here, so he was already painting. He was already painting while he was on breaks and stuff like that. But it's starting to look good, making progress. Matt went ahead and went around and took down all of the lights. He also did a good job with making sure that he taped off everything, and he did that line over there, like awesome job. Because I don't know if I could have been in that prestige with my line, but it's coming together. This particular area over here is our gaming area, and we went back and forth in terms of like if we were going to paint this entire area black, not black, but the charcoal color, the iron ore, or if we were going to keep one wall white. I'm glad that we didn't go further down into the bathroom area and kept that white there, but Made sure to tape off all of the vents and whatnot. We kept them white because all of the trim and doors are going to be white, so nothing looks out of place because all the appropriate areas are still that white color. Since I'm a bit vertical challenged, my husband did the honor of rolling the ceiling. With a ceiling paint, you normally want to use either a matte finish or a flat finish on the paint, on the ceiling. So we used a matte paint for the entire basement, so we really didn't have any issues. The reason why is because you don't want any like reflective lighting to bounce off, so you wouldn't necessarily ever use satin paint or anything like that on the ceiling unless you were going for like a really nice ceiling treatment.
I'm ready. Now is the time. So you guys, I am a huge movie buff. As far back as I can remember, from my mom and dad taking me to the movies to see the first Matrix that came out, all the way up until now. I love movies. I love to share that quality time with my kids. And I'm super excited to bring that cinematic experience here. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you something really cool. It's the AWOL Vision short throw projector and their awesome 120-inch screen station. If you've been thinking about setting up a home theater without drilling into walls or hiring installers, then this is it. First up, the projector. This is the AWOL LTV 3500 Pro, and it's a 4K ultra short throw laser projector, so you can get massive images with just a few inches away from the wall. The picture is honestly one of the best I've ever seen. So you have 4K resolution, you have a 3D mode, HDR10 Plus, and Dolby Vision, so colors are deep, blacks are blackened, and looks amazing. Brightness is great. We're at 3000 lumens, which means you can handle pretty much anything. You can watch this in the daylight, lamps on, however you want to enjoy this product, you can do so. It has built-in Dolby Atmos speakers, so you don't even need a separate sound system if you don't want one. But of course, you can add one like the available Thunderbolt 4.2.2 system, and we'll talk about that later. But you know what? One thing I didn't know is that this unit actually comes with an Amazon Fire Stick, which is amazing. It has a little door in the back, and I'll show you guys that later, where it's like a dedicated space just for the Fire Stick. But let's get this thing out of here. It is pretty big, but it's not that heavy, which is good. But let's set that aside for now. I want to go ahead and get this screen opened up. This is an ALR 120-inch screen, which is pretty huge, but that just adds to my excitement even more. I've always wanted to bring the home theater feel into any space that I've had, but I've always been a TV guy, so this is actually my first time using a projector, so I'm definitely excited. So this was actually packaged pretty well considering how big it is. The screen itself extends to 120 inches and it's an ambient light rejecting or ALR screen, which is great because in the daytime, if you have a glare coming in through the windows, it doesn't destroy the image. You can still watch it with light on or with lights off. It doesn't matter. It just gets even better and sharper, but you can watch it with lights on. So we'll keep that in mind, and I can't wait to give you guys the little sneak peek. So let's talk about the station a little bit. This is the floor station that I'm setting up right now. There's no drilling, no wall mounting, and no headaches. Whether you rent or just don't want to put holes in the wall, this is perfect for you. It does come in a combo, so all you have to do is order that combo. You'll get the projector, the station, and the screen if you choose that combo. But this is a 3-piece station, the left and right side, and then you have the center unit right here that I'm messing with. that's already pre-configured to fit the projector perfectly within the right distance for your exact screen. So once you get everything in, you just put the screen in the back, the projector in the front, and you can run the wires through the middle, and everything is perfectly positioned, so you don't have to mess with it or adjust anything too much. It's pretty much in the perfect spot where you need it. I went with this bundle because I'm actually going to do some sort of floating cabinet idea below the TV, and then this will be underneath that, kind of in front of it, so the screen can open, so that I have the option to use either or. But I don't know that I'm honestly going to be using the TV too much longer. I'm not sure if I'm going to move it or what, but my TV is definitely going to start gathering some more dust. And here's the dedicated access door for the Amazon Fire Stick. They created this specifically for the Fire Stick, so you can kind of plug it up right in the back and then hide it away. It gets power directly from the USB port in the back and just covers right back up, so it's nice and clean and gives a nice aesthetic. Doesn't have to hang out of the back and, you know, cause any risk to damaging it or hitting it with something else. So the screen itself has its own dedicated remote to raise and lower or even pause the screen, which is pretty cool. It also has a 3M strip on the back if you want to mount it to a wall or the side of the unit, side of the TV, however you want to do that. It's there for your convenience. But the good part is yet to come, because I'm going to show you guys how you can link this up to where the screen will actually be controlled by the projector itself. There's a little adapter that goes in the back, so we don't have to have another remote on top of the 1,000 remotes that we all already have, right? And just for you guys, we were able to get a code for $300 off of your purchase from AWOL Vision. It's MAT300, so make sure you use that code if you make a purchase. All right, so we're moving on to the Thunderbeat system, also offered by AWOL. This is a 4.2.2 system, meaning you have 4 speakers, 2 of which are up firing, meaning they fire sound to the ceiling, and then you have 2 subwoofers also. So that gives you a super immersive sound and is super easy to set up. My favorite part about this is that everything only needs a power cord. So if you have an outlet, a normal household outlet, you can plug all these speakers up exactly where you need them, and you don't have to do anything else special except plug the dongle into the back of the projector. So like this, you don't have to have ugly wires or try to hide them under rugs or run wires through walls or anything super complicated. You just plug it up and you can hear the beep, and boom, you're done, ready to go.
Just give me 1 week out here, okay?
About the owners.
Most simple. We need to get these people underground right now.
9 times out of 10, it's a false alarm.
So yeah, if you're looking for that cinema feel at home without turning your living room into a construction site, this combo from AWOL is seriously worth checking out. Big, beautiful image, killer sound, simple setup, no stress. For a cinephile like me, the system is awesome. I've been a traditional TV guy for a long time, so seeing this projector with this ALR screen, chef's kiss. We'll be sure to drop a link in the description, so go ahead and check that out for more info or to grab your setup. Once we get a little further in the decor process, we'll come back in another vlog and show you guys a little bit more of the setup process as far as the projector itself, the picture quality and all that. We'll go a little bit more in depth, but for now, let's go ahead and get back to getting the space right.
So picking up from last week, I ordered this banquette seating on Amazon, and I was very happy with the color because it matches the couch spot on. But I knew in this area that I wanted like a banquette seating, and it just was perfect, especially having that like square off area. So Leah and I put it together, and I'll have everything linked on my LTK page in the description if you're interested in it. Now that we got the screen looking good, it was time to open my beautiful new table from Pot Mason. You guys are familiar. I did partner with them for my front entryway foyer, and I absolutely love it. But I decided to go ahead with the Dwyn 46-inch modern round pedestal dining table, and I opted for the color black. I went with black because I just wanted to break up all of the leather there that you know that from last week I had a leather banquette seating that I put in that particular area for the gaming area, and I really wanted something to stand out on its own but also accommodate a lot of guests within that area. So we unboxed it, and again, the quality is spot on. It's heavy, it's well made, and the directions are easy to follow. Using the code Brittany10 will save you 10% on your Pot Mason order. Make sure that you click the link in the description to shop it on my LTK page. Once you put the felt pads on and put the base in the area that we wanted, went ahead and opened up the second part of the shipment. Now it does come in 2 boxes, so you'll get one for the base and then the second box is for the top of the table. I can't emphasize enough in terms of the build quality, just really good quality furniture that Pot Mason offers. They also have this one in a larger table as well, so if you need it for like a dining space, they definitely have you covered. And they have one other size that's a little bit smaller than this one as well, but the top comes in 2 different pieces, so you'll put that piece on and then you'll put on the larger top, but you'll just screw it in, and all of the materials that you need or tools come with the actual table, so you don't have to go searching around your toolbox for anything additional. The perfect look and perfect size for this area. I absolutely love it. Can't recommend them enough. So now it was time to go ahead and get this area really shining. So I purchased this particular piece from Hobby Lobby, and Matt's using his trick again by putting the tape on the back, marking where the actual hangers are, and then putting that on the level, and then We use these drywall hangers. They hold about 35 pounds, and then they have ones that hold 55 pounds. Of course, this particular artwork isn't that heavy, but they are just, you put them in the drywall and then they just hang in there. So you don't have to worry about like going in a stud or anything like that. Now, if your art piece is a little bit larger or heavier, I definitely recommend going in a stud. But for this application, we just use some drywall hangers. Again, thank you so much to Pop Mason for partnering with us for this part of the vlog, but I definitely will recap this particular area once we come back to the basement and I show you guys the final reveal. I love it. So moving on, we went ahead and used our level. We've had this level for quite some time, but it works just the same. So Matt's just putting up our hanging movie poster lights that we had before, again using those same drywall hooks. I'll make sure to link it on my LTK as well if you guys are interested in those. We get them from Home Depot. I think it's like 15 bucks, but you get like a box of like 20 of them, so I really recommend them. Again, they can hold up to 35 or 55 pounds. But John Wick is an incredible series. We absolutely love that. And then of course we gotta have Top Gun, and then we also have Dune, which was like a new series that we recently got into with our kids and love it. So we do have some more movie posters that are coming in frames, so we can't wait to show that in the final reveal. But look, it looks so good, guys. Alright guys, so let me know in the comments what you guys think of our new media space. It's coming together for sure, but I want to thank our partners at AWOL Vision for providing this beautiful screen as well as audio system here, projector, everything. I mean, it's really, we don't have to go to the movies really. So that's going to save us a lot of money, because nowadays, you know, the movies for a family of 5, every time it's about $250. That includes entry, food, all of the things. So this definitely will come in handy with preventing extra coins from going outside of the house. So again, thank you so much AWOL Vision for partnering with us. We love it. We can't wait to use it for years to come, and we can't wait to entertain. I know that Matt can't wait to have some type of Super Bowl party. I think it's going to be awesome. And we have the biggest visual experience in the neighborhood so far. So I definitely love it. But just to let you guys know, in our basement, we are going to finish up and wrap things up here. Again, I love the color here. So I've affectionately nicknamed our basement the lounge. I feel like it's giving all of those vibes. So I really want to put like a beautiful neon sign here that says the lounge. It also creates a photo opportunity when we have Christmas parties. We always entertain every year for a Christmas party. Normally we migrate down in the basement, or sometimes I'll throw the party in the basement because of this basement and how we kind of just want to keep it, you know, for our family and immediate friends. I'm pretty sure that we'll just have photo ops down here. So that would definitely create that type of visual effect that I'm looking for. So that'll be here, and that'll come in a later vlog. So next week we'll transition back upstairs to share with you guys some things that we've done up there while we're waiting for things to come in to finish up the basement. But I did want to give you guys a sneak peek of our main foyer to come down into this area, and we've decided to go ahead and put up our favorite movie posters and things. So we are partnering with another company called Frame It Easy. We did that last time in our other home, but these are the frames that we had previously, and we are going to go ahead and add additional ones with more movies that we actually love to put in this space. And we also have some lighting and all of the fun things that are coming, but I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek. And then also I'll get some more movie decor and things like that to really create that vibe when you come down into our basement. So you know that it's completely different from upstairs, and then down here it's time for just relaxation, fun, all of those things. So coming back into this space and coming down this wall, again, I cannot wait for all of the movie posters and all of the things in this area. I think it's really immersive. But just sharing with you guys my gaming area. We found that sign actually at Hobby Lobby, and we love Monopoly. It's very competitive in my house. I know there's not a Monopoly sitting here, but the one I want is from Crate and Barrel. I think it's like $200 and some, but it's like an heirloom piece. You can pass it on, and it's wooden. So I cannot wait to get that and put it here. But yeah, Monopoly it goes down in our house. It's very cutthroat. So in this area, we plan on putting some wood slats here, just waiting for those to come in. They've already been ordered. And then also changing out, and I've said multiple times, this one particular light, just to set the tone for this is the game area. This is the area if you can't handle, talking that's not the best, then you need to move and sit down somewhere else. So this is gonna be that area here. I cannot wait. I already told my dad I'm ready for dominoes, all of those things, because I am like the domino champ. So we're gonna have a great time when he comes back into town, and just a lot of family fun. So this area is gonna come together slowly but surely, as well as the media area as well. We're gonna be going to IKEA next week. Just a lot of things that we still have to finish up. I just wanna share with you guys my cabinet. This cabinet was in my other home, and it had like decor pieces and things like that. It made it pretty well through our move. Has a little bit of bumps and stuff, but it just adds additional character, I feel. So all of this will be filled again with decor and other items that I have that I can't necessarily display somewhere else in my home, that will come here in this cabinet, just to soften up the space and make sure that there's a little stamp of me somewhere in this basement. So that'll come here. But of course, now we have the shades, we have the visual audio. Everything is coming together, and I hope that it's the space that my husband wanted for years, that he's been asking for. So all of it's coming together. His office will come together at some point as well, but I cannot wait to share with you guys the finished reveal. And I would say about maybe 2 weeks or so, we'll come back down here and everything should be in and good to go. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week to this Georgia Clay. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and let me know in the comments what you guys think, because I'm loving the vibe. Bye guys.